markers, pencils, glue. We got crayons every hue. School supplies for your whole crew. Target's got everything you need to ready, set, go back to school.
Hi, I'm Stunning Stella Cheeks.
And I'm the Enigma Erin Klein.
And this is
Not Your Demographic,
a feminist wrestling podcast.
Shockingly, those exist.
To us. That's it. That's the most pomp and circumstance we got.
Yep, that's it.
I said we would do something more dramatic for our 100, I guess.
Which is coming up.
Which is close. I mean, for a 1 year, I got really high and the podcast fell apart. And we were not going to do that again.
No, we're not.
If you want to listen to that episode and you didn't, it's rough.
It is very rough.
It starts totally normal and then, like...
takes a steep dive.
I'm the one that, like... guides the podcast.
Yeah.
And so, like, when I was like, I don't know how to do this anymore, it just, like, fell apart.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I cannot. I think I said several times, I cannot be the one to guide this podcast.
So, no special thing other than but it is our 2-year anniversary.
Man, not even true to our first episode. Neither of us is even drinking tonight. So.
I'm on a weird diet, but we are drinking LaCroix, which is, like...
sweet treat.
It's our sweet treat. Sweet treat.
We went from being young 20-somethings to old women in 2 years, apparently.
No, we're not old women. I'm on a weird diet.
I know. I'm just not drinking tonight because
we also
literally didn't want to go to the store.
Yeah, if we had booze, we would be drinking, but we currently have no booze in
Correct.
this house.
Uh-huh. That's right, because you're on a weird diet.
Which is over halfway done.
Thank goodness.
I mean, it's almost exactly halfway done, so it's not, like, very exciting.
I mean, straight on till dawn, you're... on the better side of it.
I guess.
Every day that goes by, you're almost done.
Every time I, like, have a question and I look on the message boards, I get so angry about this diet. I hate this diet. And I would never recommend it to anyone. But I'm in it far enough that I'm like, I'm going to do it because I'm proud of myself for, like, having self-control and, finding alternative snacks and whatever. But I also hate this diet, and I think this diet culture, this specific one, is full of a bunch of assholes.
Yep.
And I hate the people who made it, and I hate everything about this diet. So if you're thinking about doing Whole30, just do, like, clean eating paleo for 30 days and stay out of this nonsense, because these people are dicks.
Yeah, It's crazy how much diet culture there are, like, cults that exist within them.
Yeah,
it is.
I don't like it.
So bizarre. Oh yeah, it's.
And there are so many things, like, if you buy the Whole30, like, from the creators of this program, like, cookbook, and you're cooking things in it, and then you go on the message boards, it's like, well, we've decided that this food that was in our fucking cookbook is no longer compliant because XYZ. And it's like, fuck you. So what, am I supposed to start over because you last minute decided something wasn't compliant?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Also, I'm going to eat as much goddamn raw honey as I want because that's a dumb rule.
It is a dumb rule.
Which I've only ate, like, 2 things with raw honey in it, and not even that much raw honey, so it doesn't even really count. It's not like I'm just rolling around in honey. But it's a fucking stupid rule. It's a dumb rule.
That's how you get clean skin, is you just roll around in honey all day.
Right?
And again, your skin does look really nice, so it's clearly being at least effective.
I guess.
But like you said, it's just clean eating. That's really all it is.
Yeah. And, like, it's fine. I also don't personally drink that much. Sorry, like, ruining the allure of the podcast.
It's like just the podcast.
Right, and, like, I'll drink, like, have a drink when I go out or something. The not drinking thing is annoying because I'm like, that's not actually a problem for me. Like, I don't, like, a weight problem. Like, me stopping drinking is not doing anything, and I just, like, occasionally would like a drink.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm just grumpy about this.
And also, like, you are part of a culture that exists in bars. It's like when I took that month off, it's just hard to go to social functions because you're just, like, standing around and, like, that sucks.
Yeah, and you're like, I literally, last weekend when I went out, I just brought LaCroix in my purse.
Yeah,
like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, and it's just
like popping open my LaCroix.
It's just so weird how like ingrained into that it is, and so it totally makes sense to me when people are like, I cannot be a part of this. I totally understand that, but when it's just like, man, I literally just want to hold a gin and tonic and drink it very slowly over 4 hours. That's like all I want in my life.
When we went to the Pro Wrestling Blitz show, like I just brought a ton of food that I could eat in my bag, and I was like, I don't know, if they tell me I can't bring it in, I'm just gonna lie and say I need it quickly, which is ridiculous. And then also I was just sitting there eating like pistachios while we were watching wrestling. Yeah. So stupid.
Should we talk about that show? We went to Pro Wrestling Blitz this weekend. It was fucking weird.
It was the weirdest wrestling show I've ever been to live.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the second time I've been to one of their shows, and the only other one that could even compare it was the other Pro Wrestling Blitz show that I went to. Definitely the weirdest wrestling I've ever seen in my life. Like,
it was like the wrestling in the ring, like the wrestlers
was great.
Were overall doing a great job.
Yeah.
Like the wrestlers that you know and the wrestlers that you don't, like they were doing a good job. It was like the production was weird.
Terrible.
The ring looked like it was going to fall apart.
At any moment.
A lot of people slipping on the ropes, and it's like, that many people don't just slip on the ropes. Something is wrong with these fucking ropes.
Right, yeah.
And also the first two matches ended so abruptly and weird, and it very much looked like...
The first one was definitely a mistake.
Well, for real. It in both matches, it either looked like the person who was supposed to win didn't, and the ref fucked up, or vice versa. But the refs, after both of them, were like very confused, and the first ref like threw a temper tantrum.
He like ripped his earpiece out and like stormed into the back.
I was like yelling stuff, like,
and like was saying towards hard cam, like, I guess the match is over now. Like, it was just so strange, and yeah, it was being streamed too. It was very bizarre.
It was so weird.
It was very weird. And then in the second match, it just ended. There was just a 3 count, and it was just over. It was really bizarre. It was fucking weird. Also, in the first match, they pulled out thumbtacks immediately. It was like one of the first things that they did in this match was just all of a sudden get all these thumbtacks out, and did not have the broom to clean it up.
Also, we went there and we got there early because we didn't know, like, we were general admission, and it was like walked. It was in this giant gym, and you like walked into like a flea market.
Yeah, it was really weird.
It was like all the wrestlers with their tables selling merch, but then also like a lady selling Tupperware and a person selling crafts.
And like 2 women selling LuLaRoe leggings on opposite sides of the gym from each other. It was so strange.
It was so fucking weird.
It was just a very, very weird experience. And like, it was set up, when you went in, you were forced to go through the Fleet Mart in order to get into the part of the gym. So it was set up in this like big U.
But they weren't selling merch. There was no intermission, so there's no merch at
there's
halftime. And we left before the main event because the show was so fucking long.
It was like 5 hours long. It was so long. And no intermission.
And we were like, we can't stay for this final one. We don't know the people in it. We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We gotta go. But we did meet Matt Cross and take a photo with him and bought some of his Wrestling is Forever gear, and it is so comfy.
It is the best wrestling gear ever.
It's like so comfy.
It is so comfortable. It's funny because I just wanted to like go up and say hi, and Stella was gonna buy one of his shirts, and he was like, honestly, you should just open this package and feel this shirt. It's like so soft. I have all of this other stuff because you have a million shirts as a wrestler, and I only wear these 4 shirts and that's it. And so Stella was like, this is really soft, and I was like, all right, fuck, you convinced me. I will also buy a shirt.
And the tag has a sticker on it.
Yeah, also the tag is a sticker. I was like, I would have bought this sticker separately, but I got it with this shirt for free, and now it's on my computer, which I will just advertise for Wrestling is Forever for free now.
Yeah.
Like, brilliant. Matt Cross is a fucking genius.
Also a great wrestler. Also a really chill guy.
Also super
really hot.
handsome. Yeah.
Speaking of hot, me and Erin, in real time, like IRL, both were like, so Marty the Moth is kind of hot.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, all of a sudden, it was like,
we were like standing in front of him, like, you know, face to face, and we were like, what?
Yeah, it was very bizarre. He was like dry, I think was part of it. He was like dry and normal and wasn't like being a super
selling merch, and we were like, what?
And was wearing
wait a minute.
And was wearing that cool, he has a new shirt, which I really like, and wasn't selling for some reason.
Well, it's new. You can only find it on his website.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it a lot. Yeah, it was weird. We were standing there like, wait a minute.
And I leaned over and I was like, Marty the Moth is hot. Yeah? And you were like, yeah.
Yes. And then when they were having the tables, ladders,
well, he had a really good match.
Yes.
He was very fun. He's like the new whatever champion. I don't know. But
I think it's their television champion.
He was great. And
he did a great job.
A really fun match. He like really walked the line of like this character he plays on TV, but also just like he's a wrestler, whatever. But then later in the table, ladders, chairs, fans bring the weapons.
Yeah, it was a big old jumble.
It was a mess.
Then it was him, and I don't remember who the other guy was that was out there, but he and another wrestler came out, and we're just like...
It was the old vampire guy from ECW.
Yes, whose name I don't remember.
Vampire guy. Everybody who's listening to this is like, oh yeah, remember Vampire Guy?
Yeah, he was there.
He was in the worst match of the night.
Oh my god, it was so long.
Whatever, tell the Marty thing.
Okay, so So Marty and the old vampire guy are sitting, like, directly across from us and having the fucking time of their lives. They've, like, gotten a bunch of beers and are just, like, drinking. Like, they're done. They're done for the night. So they're just, like, drinking heavily and, like, participating in this fans bring the weapons match, like, throwing shit to the
Marty
wrestlers.
brings the fork, like, hey,
yes,
take my fork.
It was so
just,
great.
Like, Lucha, and then they had, like, a plastic chainsaw. It was ridiculous. But they weren't, like... stealing thunder, like they were actually like having fun.
Also, the match was so long and so boring that it was like
that match was not boring.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was thinking of the one that what's his face was in the
vampire guy
the
was
super
in.
long one.
No, the table setters
you're right,
match was crazy.
No, you're right. Yeah, it felt like they were enhancing it.
It was a 3-on-3, and it wasn't a tag match, so it was just 6 men all around the ring, just fucking bleeding and beating the shit out of each other.
We had like a trash can of weapons right in front of us too, so they were pulling out. Oh my god, when he pulled out that putter, I was like, oh no, we're all gonna die.
Well, the best part about that match was, it was 3 guys called the Blacklist, one of them who has a shirt or a vest that says Very Metal on the back, which I thought was hilarious, and I kept just yelling, yes, Very Metal.
Yeah, we were all in on Very Metal, like, immediately.
And he follows me on Twitter now, so no big
Also,
deal.
they do black streamers for their entrance, which was dope. It looked really cool. There was some girl in the crowd who, like, came with a bag full of them and organized it for everybody. So, like,
I think it was a surprise to them, because they're, like, semi-local.
Yeah, it was really cool, and it was a really cool effect, too.
But it was them versus a stable that's got, like, some religious Christian, like, some religious culty thing, right? I don't know. I don't remember the name of it. It was fine. But so the whole match, they're fighting, and then the end of the match, Ice Pick, who is on the side of Blacklist, who's just profusely bleeding from his face.
Immediately, like 5 minutes into this match, is just like
and
crimson mass. Yeah,
and he's just bleeding, and really like MVP of that match. He
was great.
He did a great job.
Such a good job.
But the other 2 members of Blacklist are like setting up for their finisher on the like leader of the cult, who has like kind of a Jesus-y look going, and Ice Pick pulls out of this trash can, this fans bring the weapons trash can, a portrait of Jesus. And they do the finisher, and then Ice Pick just like slams this portrait of Jesus over this like cult leader's face, and then the 1, 2, 3 happens, and then they just lay the photo on him. It was like so brilliant.
Oh, it was so
and
good.
really like unplanned. It was really brilliant.
Yeah, it worked really well. And also there was a spot where they poured Legos all over a table, and then someone took a body slam through. It was Ice Pick and somebody else. And
yeah, but they like almost missed the table.
Yeah,
it was rough.
There were a couple of things that happened throughout the whole evening that I was like, oh my god, because they have like
minimal mats,
like New Japan mats, where it's like there's literally just a black mat around the very outside and then just straight concrete. It was very frightening. There was a DDT that happened on the outside at one point that I was like, oh my god. Like,
I think that was with Azteca and Mundo, where it was just like, ah.
Yes, like any closer and it would have been on the straight concrete. It was just fucking crazy. It was the craziest fucking show I've ever seen.
But, you know, I think genuinely one of the best matches of the night was the match that we went for. We went to see Taya versus Gail Kim. Their match was clean.
Yes.
Not one fucking botch.
Nope.
They got the crowd back. It was like, it was the most solid match. They were like, let us show you how it's done.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It was super cool to see Gail Kim live. Ty came out in a crown, like a Wear a Loco crown, and this giant cape, and got carried out on a litter. It was super fucking dope. I love Taya.
Yeah.
And, you know, Gail Kim gave a speech like, this is my first match back in a while, and like a very nice speech. And then Taya was like, oh my God, go Kim, and they just like punched her in the face.
It was great.
It was great. And then Mundo and Azteca was really fun.
Yeah.
It was like, there were really fun moments, but like, man, it was a weird fucking show, and I do not think, unless like my very, very favorite wrestlers would be there again, I don't think I would ever go again.
That's what I said the first time, and then they put on this like crazy ass card. Like, of course I'm gonna go to this. So I feel like that's their thing. Is now it's just gonna be like, what crazy ass people do you bring in that I can't see anywhere else? Like, I will go back to Pro Wrestling Blitz to see people I can't see anywhere else. Like, because I know it's gonna be a crazy fucking show.
It was nuts.
Next time we'll be prepared for a 5-hour show with no intermission.
What else did you do this week? How you doing? How you feeling? Finished school, right?
I'm done on technically Sunday, but I'll be done on Friday. I finished my pharmacology class, turned in my last paper yesterday, and I'm fucking done with that. I just have 2 more papers for my law class to write, and then I'm done. I'm so excited.
That's great.
I'm gonna get a new tattoo. I'm very excited about it.
What are you gonna get?
I'm gonna cover the scar on my leg. I'm gonna get the NASA patch for I think it's the NOL. It's the first spy satellite that went up. It's the world with the octopus on it. And the tagline is "Nothing is beyond our reach." And I fucking love it. Because it's a nice moment of honesty and science about what government does. And I like that. So I'm gonna get it tattooed over the big ass scar on my leg. So I'm very.
Do you have an artist already?
I am gonna go to the place that you got your shoulders done. The
Speakeasy.
Yes, because I had so many people recommend it.
Do you know who you're going to?
No, not yet. I need to email them because I had them recommended as they have artists who are very good at scar work, and so I wanted to email them and be like, "Who would you recommend? I would like to make an appointment with this person because I want to get this tattoo over my scar." So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to wait until I was like actually done to schedule the appointment because it's like a reward to myself.
Absolutely.
That I fucking finished. So yeah, I'm really close to that. I'm very excited about it. How was your week? What have you been up to?
Good. I'm off this week. My grandma came and visited for like 24 hours, and that was fun. We hung out. Yeah, and then I've just been like relaxing and getting shit done. I organized my entire burlesque closet, which
Ooh, congratulations.
was a mess. And I am getting rid of a bunch of stuff. I organized a bunch of comic book shit.
Nice.
I've gotten a lot of tech work and rehearsals done for the shows. I have a show in Indiana tomorrow and a show, Original Tease's last show on Friday. So I've been very busy doing all that stuff, and I've just been compulsively watching Sherlock. I was really bored the other night, and Nick was asleep, and I was like, I don't know. I was looking at my DVR, and I was like, I don't know what to watch. And then I just like put on Netflix, and it was like, continue watching. And I was like, oh yeah, I never finished Sherlock. So I went back and I watched it from the beginning because each season's only like 3 episodes. Yeah. I mean, they're long episodes, but. So I am now in season 4, which was the last season.
Oh, okay.
Which is part of the reason I'm like a little behind on wrestling because I was like, I just want to keep watching Sherlock.
Whatever. We built in a cushion for ourselves by recording a day late last week.
Cushion.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I've just been very productive.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's excellent.
What wrestling shirt are you wearing?
I'm wearing my Wrestling is Forever shirt because it's so fucking comfortable.
It's the best.
Oh, also, wrestling fan spotted in the wild. We had delivery on Monday, and the delivery driver, I went out to get it, and I had my Soraya Knight Fuck You Let's Play shirt on, and I was just like, oh, I didn't think I was going to have to go downstairs and see anyone in this. It's really inappropriate. And I walked down. The guy hands me my food, and he goes, I really like your shirt, Soraya. Yeah, also cool ink. And immediately recognized my Macho Man tattoo, which like one person ever has done. And I was just
so
like,
funny.
Ah! I was so excited.
I was at the farmer's market on Sunday with my grandma and Nick, and you know, we're all around, and one of the vendors had a Kenny Omega shirt on. I just went up to him and I go, too sweet? And he was like, yeah, too sweet.
Yes!
Too sweet. I like walked away, and I was wearing my Wrestling is Forever shirt, and I was like, yeah.
Yes.
That's cool. I'm cool.
I love it.
At the
love
farmer's market.
Right? The best.
If you want to know our thoughts and predictions for NXT TakeOver, as always, we're participating in the Cage Side TakeOver predictions, so we'll post those when those go up.
Yes.
But we talked about NXT last week, so.
Yeah, and Lucha. So
and Lucha.
We're quite ahead.
We are. We're just crushing it.
I know.
Well, let's just kind of talk about the SummerSlam card, and then we can talk about the things that happened.
Okay. Oh, wait. Do we want to do news?
Yeah.
I have news.
I suppose we should do news.
Yes, of course.
Ric Flair is going to die soon.
Oh. Yes.
I mean, that's what's happening.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely
I'm not
is.
trying to be flippant with it, but, like, he is very old and he's in not great shape.
Yeah.
And he abused his body for a long time. Like,
Yeah.
everyone should be preparing for, like, the sad news that Ric Flair has passed away soon.
Yeah, for sure. Also, he's been an alcoholic for a really long time and very suddenly had to stop drinking. Like,
That'll kill you.
That's basically what happened to my grandma, except with pills. Like, it will literally stop your heart.
Yeah.
So, I feel like that more than anything is going to bring him down. Like, you fuck up your liver and your heart for 60 years, to abruptly stop is very taxing. So, in addition to surgery,
Yeah.
like...
I'm really glad that Charlotte doesn't have anything to do for SummerSlam, so she
I
can,
like
be
didn't
with her
even
family.
realize it. Yeah, it turned out like for
Serendipitous.
absolutely the best
Yeah.
that she doesn't have to be there. Like, good, that's excellent. Especially after Bayley got pulled off. Like, it would be terrible if Charlotte was like, I also can't compete because my fucking dad is dying.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks. Other things, less sad news. Adam Cole officially went to NXT. I mean, like, inevitable.
BayBay.
We have been talking about this for like literally months. They were
Yeah,
just
so he'll show up sitting in the crowd probably on Saturday.
oh,
like,
1000%.
hello. Do you like my man bun and my tiny face?
Hello.
Well, he does have a tiny face.
He does have a tiny face, it's true. He has a very long forehead for having such a tiny face.
But it's not a gusher face because his head is also pretty small.
Yeah, he has a proportional head, just a long forehead.
And a tiny face.
And a tiny face. That's okay.
It's
Adam
a
Cole,
good-looking,
baby!
it's a good-looking tiny face.
Absolutely. Totally agree. Donovan Dijak finished up his run with Beyond, and he's heading to NXT. He's not officially there yet, but he's pretty much done on the indies now too. I'm glad I got to see him like once.
Yeah.
Because he came to AEW, right?
I'm sure. I know we've seen him.
Yeah, I know that I've definitely seen him, and I'm glad. Oh, I saw him at the first ProWrestling Blitz show that I went to. He was in the opening match, and that was one of the reasons I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
What is this place?
What is this place? Progress show. Dangerously oversold and overcrowded and hot,
Yeah.
and there was no air conditioning or water or food or bathrooms. How?
Yeah. Didn't
How?
somebody faint and then, like, or C. Rose's sister had to, like, revive that fainted person?
Yeah. Also, somebody passed out and shit their pants because there were no bathrooms. Like, that's fucked up. It should not
I think
be
it
like
was just
that.
like oversight. Like, I can imagine, I'm not giving anyone excuses, but like if you are in a different country and you're trying to book a venue and you don't have the opportunity
Yeah.
to tour and talk with a venue, like I can see how wires got crossed.
Yeah. I feel like I heard that it was the people who run the venue who are the ones who overbooked it so much, and like...
Yeah, because if your venue is telling you have X amount of tickets, like...
Yeah.
You're going to sell X amount of tickets. I mean, there could be a shadier side. I'm just, like, giving
Yeah.
them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but it's still like, how do you not think forward to these things?
Yeah.
Like, there's no bathrooms. You're gonna do a whole show and there's no fucking bathroom.
Also,
I went
one of
to
the wrestlers
bathroom,
broke his ankle.
Yes,
That sucks.
Yes, TK Cooper.
Yep, we
yes.
did it.
Yes,
We
got
don't
it.
watch Progress. Well, I do, but I'm from the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm in chapter, 4 right now.
Yeah, it's a journey from there, I'm sure.
There's, 55 of them. So, yeah, I got some work to do.
Yeah. I thought the most surprising thing about this was how many people were like, this is just what it means to be a wrestling fan. If you're not willing to die in the building as a wrestling fan, you don't deserve to be there. I was like, what? No, that's not true at all.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Like, it has gotten very hot in the Eagles Club. Like, we went to Ciampa's retirement, and it was fucking hot in there. Like, but there's also a second area you can go. Like, you can go upstairs into the bathrooms and, like, get away from the crush of people. Like, if there's nowhere for you to go, that, like, what do they think is gonna happen? It's
Right.
just,
I
it's
mean,
just such
Logan
a weird
gets
oversight.
really crowded and fucked up, too.
Yeah, true.
It's just hard with, tiny venues.
Yeah,
Especially as the indies seem to be getting, very, very popular.
yeah, that's true.
It's
These are
just gonna
things
have
that-
to, yeah, the indies will just have to adjust.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Like, and that's the whole thing, that if you adjust and you accommodate more people, you're gonna bring more people. Like, especially if they're already this popular. And I know, there's a bunch of people who are like, oh, you couldn't handle this? How would you handle Bola, PWG? First of all, no new people go to PWG ever, because you can never get fucking tickets to that, especially Bola. Like, no one can do that. It's fucking magic to get tickets to that shit, as far as I'm concerned. And so, I understand the idea of wanting to, to have the integrity of that, small crowd with PWG, and so, I kind of understand that decision with that venue. But at the same time, like, any other indie, like, it's not that important. It doesn't really matter what the building is. Like, just
Yeah,
accommodate.
you're still not going to go to an arena.
Yeah, just accommodate as many
Like
people
when
as
we
you
did
can.
NXT at
The Portage Theater?
The Portage Theater, like that's a big theater, but
Yeah.
it still was fun and
Yeah,
fine.
absolutely. It was a lot of fun. They'll never go back there.
Well, the Portage Theater is like a messed up venue.
Oh,
so.
it was horrible. They were so unorganized. They didn't have heat.
Yeah, it was the opposite. It was just chilly.
Yeah, it was so chilly. It was so chilly. A bunch of people were like, I think I'm getting frostbite.
Yeah, I guess that wasn't a good example.
Other venues that are terrible.
What's some more news?
Oh, Global Force Wrestling stripped ADR of the belt. Finally. I'm
It
glad.
only took several months.
Yeah, right? Apparently, they said that there are other things that have been unreported to police that they now know about, and they were like, now we're done. And I was like, well,
Also-
a little late on this, but I guess that's good. Like,
I kind of watched it last week.
all right.
But I just watched the segments with the people that I like. So I just watched the Trevor Lee segment, and I just watched the female segment.
Okay.
And I was like, that's all I got.
No EC3?
EC3 is hurt.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that.
he wasn't there.
Okay.
But I was like, I'll support my guys. Because, like, the women, like, I really like Sienna, and I really like all the women. I watched a little bit of Grado, but Grado's in a feud with Kong, and there's, like, our, what's his name? Congo Kong?
Oh, I was like,
What's his
Kong,
name?
what?
Is that his name? Congo Kong?
Yes. I thought you meant...
No.
Yeah. It's like,
I know.
whoa.
Confusing.
I mean, Rebby's gone, so...
He's in a feud with him, and then there's, like, this weird, not great marriage story with Laurel Van Ness, so, like, that's not too great. But Sienna's doing a great job, and I want to be there for Sienna.
All right. Fantastic.
And I'm not going to watch the rest of it. I think that's fair.
I think that's
to
fair,
just
too.
watch Sienna.
That's how I basically watched it before. That was the only way I could get through a lot of it, because I didn't care for a lot of people. Apparently, Enzo tweeted a photo of himself. Okay, so here's the beginning of this. Corey Graves said on that podcast after show thing that they do.
That's so stupid.
Who gives a fuck?
Bring it to the table.
Yes, that. That
I've never watched it. I assume that the beginning sounds like that.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm gonna say you're right. That Enzo should be moved to 205 Live and be in the Cruiserweight division. And, like, things don't get onto that show like they did on Talking Smack. Like, all of that stuff has run past Vince. He knows everything they're gonna say. So the fact that he approved that is probably not a great sign for Enzo, that he's allowing people to speculate about that. So Enzo posted a tweet of himself in the mirror, shirtless, with the caption, 206 pounds of 0 dimes given, and then, like, immediately deleted it. But of course not before people got screenshots of it. So I'm interested to see how that turns out. Like, I would love if Vince was just like, you don't want to do that? Guess what? Go fuck yourself. Like,
Yeah, he's trash.
he's
Okay.
trash, so good for him. Apparently Ziggler's getting repackaged. I don't know to what. I don't really care. I think
A
it's
racist?
hilarious that they're trying to repackage him. Like, really?
Into what?
Exactly.
He's
Into
been there
what?
For so long. What's so stupid?
It's so stupid. And then in sadder news,
He's trash.
Yes, it's true. JoJo was not at Raw this week because her sister died, and she had to fly back to I think it's in New Jersey.
That's super sad.
Yeah, it apparently like happened very suddenly too. I don't really know anything else, but that's what WWE released a statement that's why she wasn't there. So I hope that things improve for her.
Yeah, that really sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. Oh,
I
great.
can't imagine her sister would be so, like, would be old.
No,
or,
I don't
like-
think so. It didn't say, but I don't imagine she would be. Yeah, well, there you go. Top and bottom of news. Sad death.
Sad. Let's talk about SummerSlam. Wow. These are not in any order. This is just from a website.
All right.
Let's just get it out of the way. Big Show versus Big Cash with fucking Enzo Amore in a shark cage.
Is this on the pre-show?
I don't know. Nothing has been set as pre-show, so some of these
they-
matches will be on pre-show.
It's a 2-hour-long pre-show. Like,
oh,
some
absolutely.
of this is
Some
going
of
to
these
be
matches
on there.
will be on the pre-show.
I
but-
would love if this was on the pre-show.
My favorite thing about the setup for this match is that Big Show used his singlet as a arm sling.
Yeah.
He was like, my hand hurts. I'm just going to use my singlet as a sling.
Yep. Nailed it.
Did a great job.
Did not need anything further.
And the club came and helped Big Cass.
Which I loved that Corey was like, I wonder how much he's paying them, because, like, they're definitely not working with him for free. Like,
I would love if the
Give
club
them some-
turned into, like, weird mercenaries.
yes.
They need something.
They
to
need
fucking
something.
do.
And I like the idea, too, that they're never going to give us the fucking belts. We might as well just beat the shit out of everyone till they have to. Like,
Yeah.
I like the idea of that. That would be awesome, actually.
Big Cass is obviously gonna win
Obviously.
because he took out Big Show's punch.
Right?
It's like his one move.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Don't get me wrong. Big Show is my favorite part of this.
Oh,
feud.
yeah. Absolutely.
He's the only one holding together. I love him, but fuck this match. I don't know. I
Why
hate
is
everyone
Enzo in a cage? I don't understand. He is literally no threat at all. Cass beat the crap out of him. Like, what?
Who knows?
Whatever. Put him in a
Here's
fucking
another
cage.
match I
I
don't
hope the
care
cage
about.
falls.
Rusev versus Randy Orton.
Right?
I hope Rusev. Jesus fucking Christ. I hope Rusev.
Right? Send Randy on vacation. Why is he still here?
I love that no matter what, like, so Rusev on SmackDown fought Chad Gable and then was going to give a promo, and then as soon as he opened his mouth, Randy Orton RKO'd him. I just think it's funny that everyone is just like popped so hard. Out of nowhere! You guys, it's always out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just literally out of nowhere. The name of the move is RKO out of nowhere.
That's why they have to announce it. Hello.
There was a really funny moment on commentary this week where Corey Graves called something classic. And Michael Cole was like, I dare say vintage. And he goes, I'm trying to do my own thing, Cole.
I know. I love that.
That was
Corey
great.
said, I'm not trying to pay homage. I was just trying to do my own thing, Cole. And I was like, ooh, I love it.
That was great. Baron Corbin versus John Cena.
You know, I didn't care about this match. I care now. I certainly care now.
It works for Baron's character to be booked poorly like this,
It
though.
really, really
Because
does.
he's such a whine. Because he's for months when I'm talking smack and whined. Daniel Bryan was like, "Man, you just come in here and like you're good, but like fucking pay your dues, like show some respect." And for him to cash in and then immediately lose, kind of because of John Cena, that's perfect. And now he's just
so
like pouting. And John
satisfying.
Cena's just pointing and laughing in his face. I could see this going either way. But
Yeah, me too, honestly. Like, it feels like, John Cena's gonna win, but I think
But
Baron
it
Corbin
could
might
be
actually...
a Baron Corbin revenge kind of thing. And
Yeah.
John Cena takes him too lightly, and then Baron Corbin's like, I don't need this briefcase. Fuck you. You took me too lightly. I could see that, and I would really like that.
I would also really
but
like
also,
that.
like, John Cena, Superman, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But I
But
also...
he did take a loss to Shinsuke, so who fucking knows?
Yeah, exactly. And I also really liked...
Not that Baron is like Shinsuke.
Well, no, but, like, they're trying to build Baron to be on that kind of, like, top guy level, and so I feel like this with John Cena works better for him. And, like, he was good with the briefcase, but Carmella is better.
Carmella is queen with the briefcase.
And so it's kind of hard to put them against each other, and it's also nice to have this be a reminder that you don't always win. You can actually lose. Like, if you don't take this seriously enough and you're just dicking around, like, you can lose. And I love that. I think he's the perfect character for that to happen to. Like, and I freaked out. If you'd like to hear me freak out in real time, you can listen to Tape Machines Are Rolling. Michael was a guest on his podcast while this was happening. And about the 47 mark, you can hear me in the background go, what? And I was like, oh, fuck, he's recording. I can't be that loud. And then he actually cast it in, and you can just hear me shrieking in the background. Oh my God,
and then you hear Michael going, shut up, Aaron!
And Scott was like, interrupted by another podcast. I'm sorry, it was really fun. And then you can hear me like a second later screaming, he lost! He fucking lost!
That's very funny.
And like, I like to that now this like voice record it exists of this like, it honestly was
They
very...
didn't cut you out?
No, I was in the background. Like, Michael was talking, then all of a sudden you could just hear me shrieking.
That's really funny. I love that.
But, like, it was genuinely surprising. And it feels very rare to get surprising things, especially on SmackDown lately, which has felt very stale and very, like...
Really? I feel like I still like SmackDown more than Raw.
I feel like Raw has been very good. Raw was really good this week, too. I
will concede that Raw was good this week.
Yeah, and, like, last week was enjoyable as well. I feel like especially this week because of Finn and Bray, like... The middle of the show was like set in the right place as well. Oh my God, so good. I'm so happy with the outcome of...
I will get there.
Yeah, so happy. All right, what's next?
Akira Tozawa, champion. Versus Neville.
I'm so happy that they did it on Monday. I think it was
Me
absolutely
too.
the right decision.
I agree.
It would have gotten completely buried on this card. It wouldn't have mattered that it switched over. Like, that made it matter that it got to happen on Raw. And also, they had red robes. They didn't fucking change them to purple for a championship match.
They haven't been changing them.
Haven't they been changing them for 205 Live?
Yeah, but that's its own show.
Oh, okay.
And the match was on Raw.
Oh, okay. I guess I haven't noticed that they haven't been doing it on Raw.
We talked about it on this podcast, Dum Dum.
I don't remember that.
Too high all the time.
Facts.
I'm very into this. Akira is a great champ. He's the right one to like dethrone Neville. If Neville wins it back, also cool with that. I love how disheveled and distraught Neville looks.
I love it.
Like he hasn't slept since Monday.
Yeah, I like that he has this countdown clock until he gets his title back.
Yeah.
I love it. And it's like awesome for Titus. I love that this happened. Like
totally.
He made this fucking work. He was made to be a manager. He is so
Absolutely.
good at it. Like I feel a little bad for Apollo Crews that he's clearly been.
But Apollo's still like
he's still
there.
Yeah,
and...
but he's clearly been a little sidelined. But this also brings like more prestige to the idea of Titus Worldwide.
Yeah, so it would also like it can benefit him. Also, I'm confused. Is Sasha Banks a part of Titus Worldwide or not? Because on social media and in everything, they are like all together all the time.
I don't know.
And he's like tagging her and stuff as a part of the brand, and I'm very confused.
I don't know if she is television canon or not. So,
or if it's just like Instagram canon.
Yeah, it might just be Instagram canon. Like when... Cause there was that time very briefly when Team Bad and New Day were aligned, but that only happened after they had been like Instagram aligned for a while.
Yeah.
So I wonder if maybe that's what this is like eventually going to build to.
I mean, if Titus could sign the boss...
That would be the greatest thing ever. I would be very into that.
Like, she doesn't need it, but it could also elevate everybody. And she clearly, like, likes those guys. Like, she loves Apollo and Akira, so.
Mm-hmm. And she was willing to do that program on 205 Live, and, like, that was good. Like, attaching her to stuff is smart, especially, like, I like her, and I like her being champ, but I'm also done with it, and I want to see more people, and I want more people to get moved up after SummerSlam. I mean, I like it, but... I'm tired of the same story being told in the women's division over and over.
But it's not the same story right now.
Yeah, but it was.
Yeah, but I'm saying, even if Sasha does win on Sunday, it's not the same story.
Yeah.
It's literally not.
All right. It'll go back to her, and I just feel like it'll inevitably.
Well, let's just talk about Alexa versus Sasha then.
Yes.
That match between Sasha and Nia was really good.
Yes, it was.
That part where, like, Sasha jumped off the ring and to try to do a Hurricane Rana, and then Nia just threw her in the guardrail.
Oh, yeah.
That the reversal of the bank statement into Nia picking Sasha up to try and do a Samoa drop, into Sasha, like, swirling it around, turning it into a DDT, and putting her back in the bank statement was fucking gorgeous.
It was so clean, too. Because
so good.
At first it was like, oh god, what's happening? And then it was like, oh no, this is dope. Yeah. That looked super good. I was very happy with it. I thought that they had a great match, and, like, I feel like it's inevitable that Nia is going to be in the title picture. Like, it doesn't feel like...
she's, as a wrestler, is not ready. So I think having it be Sasha and Alexa makes more sense. Especially if I know Alexa and Nia have this, like, partnership, and I think it doesn't make sense for them to, like, totally break that partnership up right now. And if you do a match between those two for the belt, like, that partnership doesn't live.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I do feel like she is inevitably going to be in that title picture as a serious contender at some point, but I don't know who I want it to be against.
Yeah, I don't
Bring a bunch of women up. Shake it up.
I think they're planning on it.
Good, I hope so.
I get them wanting to have Alexa have a throne. And I get that she's very little, and the idea of having a very tall throne is a good idea. But, like, don't they have carpenters? Did you really just have to buy a lifeguard chair and paint it? Like, we wouldn't know that it's a lifeguard chair?
Yeah.
You couldn't add, like, some fabric to it or something?
Yeah.
You spray painted a lifeguard chair. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was.
The idea behind it was cool. The height was cool. The execution, you are a million bajillion dollar company. Get your shit together.
Right? All you needed was a cushion. Literally a cushion.
It had a cushion.
Oh, it did? I didn't even notice it.
What you needed was some kind of, like, draping around it to make it seem throne-like and not fucking a lifeguard chair.
Or they should have painted it fucking bright pink like her hair. Like,
I mean, then it would have still been just a bright pink lifeguard chair.
But it wouldn't have felt like, we just painted this thing silver. It would have been like, we at least made a choice that was somewhat conducive to her character in literally any way.
Silver was a weird choice, too. Silver
Yeah.
shows every imperfection.
That's why I feel like even if they had painted it pink, it would have been better. And, like, I'm never an advocate for painting anything pink, but, like, in this situation, I feel like it would have been appropriate.
For painting anything pink. I'm Erin. I'm tough.
Listen, don't pink wash shit. It's stupid.
Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. Finn Balor, the demon, versus the devil, Bray Wyatt.
Exactly how I wanted this story to play out. I wanted Bray and Finn, the man, to fight.
That match was really fun, and then
Yep.
also Bray Wyatt just pouring blood on him.
All of a sudden, he came out and had
It was
this
like-
bucket of... I was like, there's blood in that
It
bucket.
should have been, like, chunkier for blood, but that's fine.
It was, like, slightly the wrong color and slightly the wrong consistency, but it
You need
looked
chocolate syrup.
good.
And, like, what did Nora make her blood out of when she did a Bathory number? It was chocolate syrup and something else. But the chocolate syrup gives you, like, this really, like, stickiness that, like, blood has. And it's fucking gross.
Yep.
I mean, come on. You don't just put paint in a bucket. Again, you're $1 million company, bajillion-dollar company. Google how to make fake blood.
Yeah, seriously.
It just looked like paint. It was a cool effect. I still liked it, but, like, come on.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on.
I agree. It was really cool, though.
It was
and
cool.
and we're going to get to see
And
the
Finn
demon.
sold it awesome.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and we haven't seen the demon in a minute.
Yeah, since SummerSlam of last year. It's been a whole year.
Been a whole year.
So, this is good. And, like, this gives Bray that legitimacy that he needed as well, and I feel like he can lose to the demon now, and it's okay. Like, he got to have this super dope moment, and he's gonna take
But I
this
don't
out
want
the other
this
side.
feud to be over. I like this
I don't
feud.
either, but at the same time, like, if the demon beats you, what do you do after that?
I don't know, buy a house. And
Burn
then
it down?
Put them in the house and say, this is a scary house match. I don't know. That seems to be his MO.
Whatever.
The New Day versus the Usos.
I know
And
it's
potentially Daniel Bryan as their third rap partner.
Good lord. I love that he grabbed their fist. I was like, that is the whitest thing you could have possibly done, and you
I like
nailed
that
it.
one of the Usos was like, yeah, you can join, and the other one was like, no.
I love how earnestly Daniel Bryan thinks they're cool. I thought that was so enjoyable. Like, yes, he's their general manager, and yes, they're heels, but, like, man, they're cool. God, those guys are cool.
They're so neat.
Yeah, like, I just really like that. I thought it was a nice touch on his part. And, like, those are the kind of things I like about Daniel Bryan. Like, he's a really good GM. I don't want him to leave when his contract expires to go fuck his brain up anymore. Like, I like this.
He's got a baby now. I'm sure he'll relax.
I fucking hope so. I don't know.
He's got a baby. People change for babies.
That's true. That's true.
Also, Brie will be like, we have a baby now.
Right? I think not.
I think not. I make the money in this like house, this apartment. I make all the money. I make the rules.
apartment?
But for real, she could say that. It would be 100% true.
That's true.
I make the money. I make the rules. You're not gonna leave.
I like can't get over the idea of them living in an apartment now.
Well, I mean, it would be like eco-friendly or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Taking up less space.
They would call it an apartment, but really it's like a luxury treetop house or something.
I think the New Day retains.
I think so too.
I like that it's Xavier and Big E.
I do too, and I like that they announced beforehand. They also like tried to set up that they said that Kofi and Xavier are the speed combination, and that Kofi and Big E are the power combination. And I think they said that Woods and Big E are I think they called them the super combination. I don't know that they have like an adjective for it yet, but I was like, I like that they're setting that up. I like the idea that like for this kind of match we need this set.
It's
of
also
these
like
people.
works with their like whole game.
Yeah, exactly. And it's another way that they're establishing that Xavier is just as much a
He
valuable
is just
wrestler.
as good.
Yeah, and so I like this that they're really setting that up. And I like too that they made sure to point out on commentary that Kofi and Xavier were the ones who won the tag team belts.
Yeah.
That they did it without Big E, which also feels like an important step in the New Day evolution.
Agreed. Sheamus and Cesaro versus boyfriends Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. That was the gayest thing I've ever seen in wrestling.
So gay.
Which is fine.
It
Let me
was-
be clear. But that was the gayest thing I've ever seen in wrestling.
Right? Like-
And we watch on a weekly basis men and women in panties rolling around with each other, and holy shit, that was so gay.
It was so gay, and they were both fully clothed. It was
They had so many emotions.
Tense, and they were fighting and pushing each other. Like, oh god, we're gonna roll around for a second. Then this violent, manly fist
look
bump.
at each other. It was so. I turned to Nick at one point, and I was like, if I had never watched wrestling before, and I turned on Raw, and this was the thing that I saw, I would be like, I don't get it. I hate this.
Yeah. But
it was like, so over the top.
But it was also
so nuts.
It's also nuts too that like if you just turn that on with no context and see how fucking crazy all of the fans were going, like
they're like, oh, the fist,
right? Like just absolutely going batshit insane. Like I wonder what that feeling more is like. Like first of all, this is fucking weird, and second of all, why are these people going absolutely batshit
for this
for
really gay fist bump?
Right. I fucking loved it. I hate the Shield. I am totally not a Shield person. I always hated them together. I was so happy when they broke up, and they got me hyped for their reunion. And I was like, because it's so gay. Like, just throw a lot of gay on it, and I'm all about it.
I can't even trust myself.
Oh my god. Thank you, whatever creative person went into Tumblr and was just like, Amber Rollins, go, I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
I love it. Fuck, whatever. Put the belt on them. Who gives a shit?
I mean, I think they're gonna win.
They're doing literally nothing with either of them. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, they're a good combination. They have great chemistry. They've been waiting to cash in on this moment for a really long time. Like, for WWE.
It's been like 4 years.
Yeah, and like, they're never gonna reunite Roman with them. It's just never gonna happen.
Which is
like,
great,
yeah,
actually.
Good. Don't ever do it. We don't ever need to. And so, like, fuck, why not? We already have 2 singles wrestlers who are now a tag team with the belts. Like, give it to 2 other singles wrestlers who are now a tag team. I literally don't care. Like, we have this like weird undercard.
Do you think they'll have a name? Would it be just the Shield, I think, or just like Sheamus and Cesaro, Dean and Seth?
Dean and Seth? I don't know. They'll just call them Reunited.
Oh god, it was a lot.
So gay. God, it was gay.
I do love Sheamus and Cesaro, and I do like them as champs, but this is a good feud.
Yeah.
Especially in a tag division on Raw that is floundering.
It's so bizarre.
Because the Hardys were supposed to face the Revival, but one of them has their jaw broken, and so then they just got thrown in with, like, the Miz Taraj. Also, the Miz and the Intercontinental Championship, right now, to my knowledge, does not have a match.
It's not on the card, which is crazy.
Unless they throw it on the pre-show and it's Jason Jordan versus the Miz.
Which, fine, I guess, like, I want that to happen anyways. I'm just surprised. I'm surprised that it's not already happening. It feels like it was inevitable. So, I don't know. Maybe they'll have some kind of, like, pre-show segment with the Miz and Jason Jordan, and then do, like, an Intercontinental match on the Monday after, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense if they did that as a segment, and then they did, like, a fashion police segment on SummerSlam, and then did a thing on the Tuesday afterwards.
Right, yeah. And, like, they need that promo time anyway, so it kind of makes sense that they would keep that off. But it's just weird that the fucking Intercontinental belt isn't on SummerSlam at all.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just very bizarre.
I do love that during Fashion Peaks, they made a joke. It's a very Twin Peaks joke, but it's also a very Fashion Police joke where they're like, we don't want them to know, we don't want them to think that we're just making it up as we go along.
Yeah.
Just, like, look around. What's happening?
Yes.
That was great.
I loved that.
Also, Victor and the Ascension yelling, we're gluten-free! Gluten is our enemy! We live a gluten-free lifestyle! Was fucking gold.
Screaming. I was screaming. I was laughing so hard. It was so
I really
funny.
want it to be the Ascension just because, like, I want the Ascension. Like, they've been doing just as much work as the Fashion Police, and they are funny.
Yes, they are very funny.
We live a gluten-free lifestyle!
Right? Band-Aids, all other kinds of shit in that pie. They don't give a fuck about that. Gluten!
Why would you eat a pie and not ask if there was gluten in it?
Right?
You dum-dums. Naomi versus Natalya for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Naomi retains.
She fucking better.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I think Carmella fake cashes in, and then it's like, nope, never mind, whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
I hope it's a good match, though. I think Naomi and Natalya have great chemistry.
Yeah, I think they'll do a great job.
Also, a weird thing in that women's segment, Lana had a backstage segment with Tamina, and I guess she's going to give her a makeover. That's what that felt like, right? When she was like, you're not ready. nobody fears you. Let me give you a makeover and make you ravishing. That's totally what it felt like. So if Tamina comes out on Tuesday and is like wearing some fucking Barbarella bullshit, I will have a lot of conflicting feelings.
It was weird because I feel like Tamina did a fine job with the promos. It was nice to let her talk for a minute. That was a pleasant surprise. But at the same time, like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, I just don't get it. Is she her manager? Like, I'm cool with that. Make Lana her manager. Great. Awesome. That's a much... Who would have thought that would be a better use of Lana?
I don't know, everyone.
Yeah, right? Literally everyone but Vince.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Also, we did see Emma and Mickie James on Raw.
Yes.
I like Emma pouting and losing. I think that's a good...
Yes.
I think it's good. If they commit to it, it could be a good build for her eventually.
Yeah, I agree.
Mickie James was sloppy.
Yeah, I was just going to say, there were parts of that match that were a mess.
And, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like it all came from Mickie.
I don't know. It felt like towards the end, Emma just kind of gave up. Like,
well, I mean, if somebody's just, like, flopping around and you're like, I'm really trying here.
Yeah, that's true. That is sort of what it felt like. That after a while, she was just like, I'm done. I can't.
I'm done with your nonsense.
Like, come on, Mickie, you are way better than that. Get it fucking together.
Yeah, Mickie...
Like, I know you haven't been on TV in a minute, but get it.
But you're like a 6-time women's champion,
yeah,
so like,
exactly.
Get your shit together.
Come on.
Also, what was that gear? I feel like it was just like
it's funny. I liked it better than the blue gear because it's not
the top like was weird though. It was just like, here's my bra kind of.
Yeah,
and also,
the top was weird. I liked the pants better. I think the gold and the purple looks a little better than the like shocking light blue of her other gear.
I like the other gear.
Ugh, I hate all of it. Those pants are fucking terrible.
AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship with Shane McMahon as special guest referee. AJ Styles retains.
Yes, I agree.
Because this match just devolves into everybody punching each other in the face. And then the next night, Kevin Owens is like, what did I tell you all? He's the worst one.
Yeah. We're clearly going to wind up with a Kevin Owens, Shane McMahon WrestleMania segment. That's what this feels like we're building to. And so I feel like, I mean, maybe they do it at Royal Rumble. Maybe Shane is an all-4 Big Four now, but I guess that's possible also. That's much closer. I would hope that's what they do, actually. But they had plans to do Kevin Owens, Shane McMahon already.
Well, there's Survivor Series, too.
That's true. And that would be, like, a good match for, like, everybody else is on a team and the two of them fight. That's true. That's a good point. I always forget that's one of the Big Four.
Because it seems like a weird one.
It's a weird one. It's just so different than everything else, and like the concept and the structure of it is so different. But it makes the most sense now during the brand split to have something like that.
Yeah,
like
it's strange.
It's very bizarre. So that's true. I guess they could do it then.
Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
I think Shinsuke's gonna win.
I saw a really funny tweet. I think it was from Kayfabe News. And it said, Shinsuke Nakamura's theme song already started for SummerSlam.
Yes. I heard his violinist is going to be back for SummerSlam.
Yeah, they did like a video of him like, wow, I'm looking at my leg and I just missed a really like big chunk of hair. It's just like a really hairy patch on my leg. That's funny. They did like a video of him like playing the song all over New York.
Oh, cool. Excellent. I'm so excited.
Why would you not bring the violinist back? You're cutting all the other cool entrances, but like, I mean, you pay one guy.
Yeah, true. It's probably cheaper than doing pyro for most people.
Yeah.
Set those fucking pyro packages off. That shit's expensive. I don't know. I think Shinsuke's gonna win. I had so completely accepted that Baron Corbin was gonna cash in that I like wasn't excited for this at all, and now that's not even a possibility. So I don't know. I think Shinsuke's gonna win.
I think you would too.
I don't know. I feel like
you could always have the Singh brothers fuck it up.
Yeah, that's true. I'm fine with it. Like I don't hate Jinder. I don't find Jinder very exciting, and I hate his gimmick because it's gross. But like I think that they'll have a fine match, and I think that their program afterwards will be fine too if Shinsuke wins and then moves on to other people. And again, there's probably gonna be a shakeup after this, so like who the fuck even knows? Like send one of them somewhere else. Who cares? I guess not Shinsuke if he wins.
Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe versus Braun Strowman. A fatal 4-way for the Universal Championship.
I think Brock retains.
Why?
I know.
I literally would take anyone else.
I know. I would too. Even fucking Roman, I would take over Brock. I'm so over him. I really, really want Samoa Joe to win. He's the one I'm pulling the hardest for, but, like...
I would be totally fine with Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I would honestly too.
And Roman Reigns, to be perfectly honest. Just, like, get Brock Lesnar out of my face.
I know. I feel like...
Hint.
I don't know. We all know he's scheduled to be at Royal
Put him
Rumble
in a cage.
and at fucking WrestleMania, so he's not leaving. We know he's not leaving. So I don't know. It feels inevitable that Brock is going to retain, but anyone else, I'll be excited. I will accept it.
Lame. Lame.
Sucks that I'm not excited for this match at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think it will be entertaining.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, at least 3 of them are not trash.
Right?
Brock Lesnar is just, like, the worst. The worst.
Maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe he'll go away.
I doubt it.
I know.
Well, we have a bunch of questions.
All right.
But no reviews, because y'all are butts.
I know.
It's our birthday. You have to review us.
We also have an email.
We have 2 emails.
All right.
Let's start with the emails. This one is from Joseph Zantek. First off, happy anniversario!
Yeah!
Emailing you because of the continued request for more emails, so here you go. Question time. Considering the delightful work that Breezango and Ascension are both doing with the Fashion Files /Peaks, how do you think they could best use the Ascension after all of the segments? Breezango seems easier to be the fun, silly tag team that wrestles silly because we've already seen them do that, but Ascension seems slightly harder to do because it feels more like they haven't wrestled since they started appearing more often in segments.
I don't know. I mean, I
think they should just commit to the silliness.
I agree.
They have the face paint and the face paint and they look scary. They should keep their entrance and then just have them be silly.
Yeah, and I like the idea too that their silliness is rooted in the fact that they are supposed to be very scary, and they're not.
Conversely, have them terrorize in the ring.
Yeah.
And then all of their segments are just funny.
Yes.
And it's like very jarring. Like, what are we supposed to do? Every time they talk or like say something, it's like a weird thing.
Yeah.
Effective if they like started to really dominate in the ring, but were just silly everywhere else.
Yeah, I agree.
And like, said things that were shocking, and you had to like double think about it. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and I like the idea that Breezango is the only one that can like effectively read the fact that they're silly. Like, I don't really even know what I want from Breezango after this. Like, it's wink nod. It's not like they're making it up as they're going along, but they clearly are. And like, I don't even know where I want this to end. And so I feel like. I can't really say who I want the Ascension to face after this, but like I like what they're doing, and I like the idea of them continuing to. I don't see why there can't be 2 very different silly tag teams, and like I feel like Breezango has the ability to be a top level silly tag team, while Ascension can be like a lower or mid card tag team silly.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
I think that there's room for both of those things to happen.
He also gave us a fuck, marry, kill that we are not qualified to answer.
Oh, okay.
But I will answer it. We can answer it anyways. Also, it breaks my heart to ask this. Fuck, marry, kill, South Pacific Power Trip, Dahlia Black, TK Cooper, Travis Banks. I am not even remotely there yet. I know what they all look like. So based on that, I'm going to say marry Dahlia, fuck TK, kill Travis. I don't know.
Exact same.
anything about them. I am on chapter 4.
Yeah, I literally only know them from Twitter, and that's it. So sorry, yeah.
You pulled the trigger too early on that one.
Can't give you a good answer on that one. Sorry.
Hi, this is from Jaden Fitzherbert. Hi, Stella and Erin. I know you haven't gotten an email in a minute.
I'm glad someone's finally answering our call.
I wanted to send one to wish Not Your Demographic a happy 2-year anniversary. Thanks so much for all the hard work you both put into the podcast. Hopefully I'll be listening for another 2 years. Smiley face, Jaden. Thanks so much,
Oh,
Jaden.
that's so nice.
We like doing this.
Yeah, we're still doing it.
We're
still doing it.
Still happening.
I like how if you don't do this, but if you go back and listen to like the first 15 episodes, like how completely different everything is now.
Well, that's every podcast.
Well, yeah, but that's funny because at the time I remember talking with you about that on air. Like, no, literally no one is ever going to listen to these episodes. Well, this is going to be so different, and that's exactly how it is now. It's so weird to think like 2 years ago we got I didn't even think about the fact that your shoulder tattoos are 2 years old because we got those. I went with you when you had those done, and we like recorded our SummerSlam episode right before that.
Happy anniversary to my tattoo.
Ooh. How many tattoos have you gotten since we've been doing the podcast?
Good question. I got my shoulder one, which says, "Beware, I am fearless and therefore powerful," which is a Mary Shelley quote. I got my vampire lips.
I love that tattoo. It's so pretty.
I got my kitty cat, right?
Yes, you did. Mm-hmm.
Got my little baby kitty cat as a mer princess.
Also a great tattoo.
So cute. I think that's it.
Okay. I just got the... did I have the Macho Man one when we started? I think I just got it.
I think you either just got it or it was right after we started.
Okay, so that one and then my Prince tattoo, and that's it. Just those two. And
You're getting one this month.
Yeah.
So Revolution Tattoo does a thing where they call it Tattoo BQ, and they have all these artists who have like food flash.
Ooh.
And I kind of want, and all the tattoos are $100, and I want to see what the flash looks like because there are some artists that I really like.
Yeah.
So I have like some spots that could use a filler because I'm building a sleeve, so I want to see some of the flash because I might get that.
Cool.
Also, Plan 9's 5 years soon, so I'm gonna get a Plan 9 tattoo.
Cool.
Cool.
I love the Plan 9 logo.
It's
so
hot.
good. I know. It's such
It's a hot lady.
It's just a great logo.
And it would be a good filler too.
Yeah, absolutely.
5 years. I'm
I
having so
agree.
many anniversaries of all my babies.
Ooh.
All my babies. Question time.
All right.
This is from Chris Colgan at CrazyChris576. It's not a question, it's just a thought that we can elaborate on. Both TakeOver and SummerSlam seem somewhat lackluster this year, although SummerSlam is still much less impressive than TakeOver. I disagree. I think SummerSlam has a lot of matches that I'm excited about. There's definitely some that I am not committed to, but there's some that I'm really excited for.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm excited, and it's weird because I feel like I'm not as excited for NXT as I normally would be because I don't care about Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre. Like,
I hate you. This is the last podcast of this.
it's been a great 2 years, everybody.
Fuck you forever, Drew Boo forever.
I just I think it's mostly because I
Galloway.
find Bobby Roode boring in the ring. Like, I think his character is interesting, and I love his entrance, and like he's a fine wrestler, but like, what are we doing with him? Why is he still the
Then
champion?
maybe you should tune in to find out.
Yeah, but that's the thing is I don't care, and that's a problem. Like, I'm very excited for Asuka and Ember. I think that that's going to be great. I don't really care about the Authors of Pain, and so I also am like not as hyped for that as I would be for other things. It's just, and like,
Don't you want to see Aleister Black versus Hideo Itami?
yes, I do. And the other thing is like the two singles match, that one, and then the
Almas versus Gargano.
I'm very excited for both of them. I know who's gonna win both of them, so it like.
Think you know.
I mean, come on. I have been saying I wanted Cien to win for like a literal year, and like even I'm not holding out hope. Like, so I feel like TakeOver is going to be great. It's going to be a super fun card, and I'm going to really enjoy all of the wrestling. But I'm also not like I'm not really looking forward to anything because I kind of feel like I know how most of it's going to go, and like that's not necessarily bad. But I'm hyped for SummerSlam in a different way, where there's a bunch of like unanswered questions about what's going to happen, and I like that. I'm like excited about that.
That's fair.
Not very often does the main roster do that either, and so I feel like they've done a good job of leading up to that.
This is also from Chris. It's a fuck, marry, kill.
Ooh.
It's a weird one.
Yes.
Luke Harper, Drew Boo, and Cassius Ohno.
Oh,
I mean, obviously, marry Drew forever and always.
oh,
He's
Mary
still my
Cassius
heart.
Ohno for sure.
I guess screw Cassius and kill Luke because his shirt's so dirty. Don't you fucking dare. How can you look at a photo and say you're going to fuck Luke Harper over Drew Galloway when you claim to love thighs? Have you seen Drew Galloway's thighs?
I know. I know. I know.
You disgust me.
I know. I'm not going to apologize for the fact that Luke Harper is good looking, especially when he wears a black shirt. You can't, like, yes, if he's wearing the dirty shirt, obviously pick Drew McIntyre.
You claim to love thighs.
I do love thighs. I also, again...
You've never seen Luke Harper's thighs.
That's not true. First of all. Second of all, how dare you?
You are a fraud.
No, I'm not. Thank you.
This is from Kyle Williams at KaiY75. How bad will it look if Asuka goes her entire NXT run without main eventing at TakeOver? I don't think it looks bad. I can't remember a TakeOver where the women truly main evented. They co-main event a bunch of shit. I guess there was that Iron Man match, but wasn't that an episode?
No, that was a
TakeOver.
Yeah.
Okay. And Asuka got to main event that, like, incredible match with Nikki Cross on a show.
That's true. And
I don't think it will look bad. She already beat everybody's fucking record.
I feel like, well, she beats it like the day before TakeOver. She becomes the longest reigning champion of the modern era. So, like,
she's good.
I don't know. I feel like this could be a main event, though. Like, it has more hype than the Drew McIntyre Bobby Roode match.
Yeah, but they'll co-main event it, and they'll be the second.
Yeah, but, like, it sort of makes me think of when Sasha and Bayley in Brooklyn were the co-main event, and then Finn and Kevin Owens had that ladder match afterwards, which no one remembers. Even though it was great. It was a great match. But no one fucking remembers it because
those women were like...
Because they tore the fucking house down.
This shit.
And I feel like that's what... Asuka and Ember are about to do. And so it feels really short-sighted to not have it be the main event. But, like, whatever. That's fine with me. I don't give a fuck about Bobby and Drew. So, like, they'll have a great match, but I'm also, like, not hyped for it in the way that I'm already going to be hyped for Asuka and Ember. Like, I feel like I know what the outcome is going to be, and I'm still very excited for that match, and I don't know how Bobby and Drew are going to do better than that. So in that sense, I do feel like it feels like she should really be the main event of this. If she after this, if she doesn't main event, I don't care. I just want her to move up.
Fine. She needs to move up.
I just want her to move up at this point.
This one is from Adrian Salazar, my boy, at Twitter. Who has the best Twitter, and why is it Noam Dar? I only recently started following Noam Dar.
I don't follow him.
He's just kind of bizarre, and he also writes phonetically in Scottish.
Yes, I have
which
seen
is
that.
hilarious.
Yes, I'm very into that.
And I very much appreciate, obviously, totally
Scottish
my
Twitter
sex brand.
is the best. It's so weird. It's so
I think that's
weird.
why, because Scottish people are weird and wonderful.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like I like Noam Dar, but I've also been told that, like, I like the wrong Noam Dar.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm hesitant to make declarations about him until I know more.
Yeah. Also, Kevin Owens has the best Twitter. He's the best. Like, I love following him on Twitter, both because he's hilarious and also because you get to see that he's like a legitimately good dude.
You don't love Lana's Twitter?
I do not follow Lana.
Me
I
neither.
don't hate myself.
Me neither, but I check in every once in a while because it's hilarious to me.
I only see it when people are like, "Did you see this shit?"
This friend's from Duncan Newton Gaines at Dr. Funkin. Fuck, marry, kill the last 3 cruiserweight champions: Neville, Tozawa, and Rich Swann. Marry Tozawa.
Yeah, definitely marry Tozawa. Lock that down.
Fuck Neville.
Yeah, I would fuck Neville too, I guess.
Kill Rich. Sorry.
I mean, I guess if both Rich and Neville are wearing a hood, I don't really care. Either way, throw a stick at
I
it.
think they're both ugly.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Rich Swann's ugly, but I'm just
ugly's
weirdly
not the right word.
into scary Neville.
Fair. That's fair.
Just like into it.
So
even with
Rich.
the like dead eyes. This is from Leandro Pondak at L Pondak at Twitter. I know I'm pronouncing our names wrong, sorry. Favorite wrestling thing that happened since the podcast started? Flip side, least favorite thing as well. That's like a hard question.
That's a really hard question. Man,
favorite thing, honestly, is like, I know this is not what the intention of this question was, but favorite thing, honestly, has been like meeting everybody and like growing, being a part of this community and like going to shows and meeting people and making friends and like now having like a connection with like Lady J and C Rose and like that is far and above like the best thing that has happened like in the past 2 years.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. And like since this podcast started, like I knew nothing about indie wrestling like at all. I had listened to Colt Cabana's podcast for like 6 months or maybe even a year by the time we started, but we went to our first indie show. Like you had gone to the one several years ago, and
where I did not start watching wrestling afterwards, but leaned over to Bobby and I was like, I think I have a type.
Yeah.
My type is wrestler.
So, like, that was, oh, man, 5 months after we started the podcast. So it's like crazy to think that in a year and a half, like
we're in on it.
In it. We are so deep. Like there's no coming back from this. So I think that has probably been the best wrestling thing. Like just being just learning so much and being so involved in the independent scene now. And like, it's a huge part of my life and like a really important part of my life. And I feel like, interacting and meeting all those people, like you said, and being able to interact with people who really enjoy what we do in public at wrestling is like a joy. It's so nice. I feel like it helps me, overcome some of my social anxieties when we're at wrestling shows too, to know that like we get to meet all of these awesome people and hang out with them all the time. Like I think it's great. And so yeah, for sure, that's definitely the best part. They're the best wrestling thing that's happened.
What about least?
I don't know. I remember when
that one time that Mike Elgin called me a 2.
Yes. Yep, that was pretty bad. That was not so much fun.
That was not great. But it was also funny.
Yeah. But again,
it was not like fun.
Yeah, and also didn't know that
I'm
you
not
wouldn't
like there
cry.
To, like, yeah, I'm not like there to like pop for myself. And like again, yeah, lucky that I'm me, and I'm like I don't need your validation.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God, yeah, that was pretty bad.
I don't need your help, sir.
Let's see other worst wrestling things that have happened.
Have you seen anybody get like horribly injured?
Oh, that was one of our other questions. Henry T. Casey asked us if we've ever seen anybody get injured in person. We were just talking about this at ProWrestling Blitz. We saw, oh God, what is her name?
Navian Christ pop her knee out.
Yeah, she dislocated her knee right in front of us. She was, I guess not at the ring post right in front of us, but the other one that was right in front of us.
It was close enough.
It was very close. Yeah, that was pretty fucked up. I saw Mustafa Ali do a suicide dive straight into a guardrail once and just completely get knocked out. That was pretty fucked up. He had a concussion and they had to immediately stop the match. We saw that match. Were you there when we saw AR Fox fuck his leg up?
No, but I was there when Phoenix's molar fell out.
Yes, that's right. Oh, yeah. I fucking forgot about that. That's right.
And they couldn't find, like, everybody was looking around their chairs for a molar. They're like, sorry, bro, we can't find your molar.
Yeah, it was really fucked up. I forgot about that. I think that I don't think I've seen any other, like, really serious injuries.
Yeah, thankfully, I don't want to see.
God. Yeah, I've seen some pretty brutal headshots that have been pretty fucked up, but luckily no one has, like, really gone down because of them. I don't know, other worst wrestling things that have happened since we started the podcast. Maybe Brock Lesnar being Universal Champion. Like,
yeah,
honestly.
In wrestling. Yeah. Brock
wrestling.
Lesnar being such a big part of my life.
Yeah, like the fact that I ever have to discuss him. Terrible. It's terrible. Other than that, I don't know. I can't really think of any, like, terrible stuff that has happened. You know, Nazis in wrestling is pretty shitty, but...
Yeah, that's not great.
Like, that's, I think, just a universal thing that's happening right now as opposed to just the podcast. Worst thing that's happened since this podcast started? Probably Donald Trump. I don't know how else to get around that.
Night that we recorded during the election.
Oh, my God.
Not great.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
This one is from DO. Fuck, marry, kill, Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor.
Oh, fuck. Get out of here. Bray, you're dead. Sorry, son.
I have a shocking answer. I would obviously marry Aleister Black because he is super hot, into the occult, and has a cute cat.
You would kill Finn Balor and then fuck Bray Wyatt?
I would absolutely kill Finn Balor. I think he looks like a weird, sweaty frog. And I am also just, like, very curious as to what sex with Bray Wyatt would be like. So,
how dare I? How dare you?
Finn Balor, I, like, get why people think he's attractive, like, in my brain, but I think he is so unattractive.
I mean, I get it.
He's got, like, a great bod, but he's got, like, deeply, like, he looks like he's never slept, and he's, like, always kind of sweaty.
He looks like he has, like, a low-grade fever all the time.
Yeah, he looks sickly.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, sex with Bray Wyatt would be weird.
I actually think I would marry Finn Balor, fuck Aleister Black, and kill Bray.
No.
We just have totally different answers
Aleister
on
Black
this one.
is like loving cat daddy.
Oh, see, but I think
I know that's not what that phrase means.
But I feel like just having, like, one crazy fucking just banging out tantric sex session with Aleister Black would be dope. Like, I'm into that.
Then I don't know.
Let him go.
I don't know if Finn Balor or Bray Wyatt loves cats. Aleister Black, I know, loves cats.
Yeah, true.
And comes with a cute cat.
That's true. I know
Follow
that,
Aleister's Black Cat on Instagram. It's amazing. His name is Toddy Potato. I love him.
That's adorable. I know that Finn Balor loves Legos and being alone, which sounds like my perfect partner. So I think I'll stick with that one.
I love Legos and being alone. He looks like he's sick to me, so yeah. This one's from our friend Ben. For your anniversary, will you have a party and call it a Stellabration?
Oh,
or
God.
maybe a Nig Mardi Gras? Or a Demtoberfest? He really pushed the envelope with yours.
Yeah.
Mine is great, right there. Celebration. We steal it. Bellabration. We got it. Yours, I don't know.
Yeah, right? What was it? Enigma...
A Nig Mardi Gras.
Enigma Mardi Gras.
Serious question. Following the Mae Young Classic, what tournament do you hope WWE does next? Also, I'm just going to vent.
Stella just angrily threw her phone down.
When we see the commercial for the Mae Young Classic and it says starting August 28th or whatever on Monday night, what the fuck does that mean?
I am
does
also
it mean
wondering that.
Fucking 11 p.m. midnight? Yeah. Because that is fucked up. Doesn't mean that you will it starts and you have like some of the contestants come out and like parade around on Raw. So you're like, watch this. If that comes on at like fucking midnight, I'm gonna burn it all down. Yeah, like I don't understand what that means. Does it mean it's available immediately on Monday, like right after SummerSlam is over? Because it's not the Monday after SummerSlam. It's the Monday after the Monday after SummerSlam. Yeah, you're right. And it doesn't say after Raw. It just says starts Monday. I don't understand. That makes me feel like they're releasing it during the day then, because I feel like if it was after Raw, they would have said that. That's also fucked up. Yeah, I know. That is really fucked up. Like, that basically says that they don't want people to watch it. I fucking hate them. Because didn't the Cruiserweight Classic air on Wednesdays? Yeah, and I mean the UK tournament, like they had like times on a weekend. Like, yeah, this. Unless it's some genius marketing thing that I'm not seeing yet, I'm pissed. Yeah, I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm pissed. But what would I like to see them do? A tournament? I think that they should I don't think they need to start another one. I think that they should redo they should like do another round of the Cruiserweight one. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. What else could they do? They have the Dusty Tag Classic, they have the Mae Young Women's Classic, they have the UK tournament, and they have the Cruiserweight tournament. What else are they supposed to do? I mean, I guess that they could do, like, a Japanese tournament. That would be pretty dope. But I don't know why. I don't know why they would do that. I guess they're expanding? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I heard that there was rumors that they were going to do an Indian tournament, because they've expanded so much into India, but I don't know if that was something that ever wound up coming to pass. If that was just something that floated. That to me seems like so specific, but it's a huge market, so yeah, that's true. Like, I can see how something like that would happen. I mean, they can also do that and only air it in that area. Like, that's true. So but then that seems like a lot of money for no reason if you're only going to air it in one area. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I love the Dusty Classic. They're gonna do that again. So. Yeah, and that's effective. Like, if you're gonna do a classic, like, you should do it at least once every 2 years, right? Yeah. Well, they did it last year too. No, I'm talking about the Dusty, but the Dusty's the only one that's been repeated. Yeah, yeah. King of the Ring. I do like King of the Ring. I like when they did the King of the Ring tournament, similar to how they did. Barrett was like, I'm the king, I mean nothing. Yeah, really. Bye. Seriously. If you had to pick, right now, current main roster, who would be an effective King of the Ring? Oh, you know what? They should bring Bobby Roode up and make him King of the Ring. Yes, that's the answer. Yeah. You're correct. That is the absolute answer to that question. Which show do you put him on? Raw or SmackDown? If you're doing King of the Ring, Raw. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm always right, Erin. Well, I feel like he... I'm always right! I mean, debatable, but close. It's good averages, I would say, at least. I feel like Bobby without the King of the Ring gimmick would be better suited for SmackDown, but I feel like you're right. With King of the Ring, that would be a really good introduction into Raw. And Raw needs something. Any other thoughts for our 2-year anniversary non-spectacular? No, just thanks for listening, guys. This has been fun.
Not that we're stopping.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds like we're done.
No, but like it's been a great 2 years. I feel like
It's been
a lot has happened.
So if you do like it, you should maybe leave a review.
Yeah, leave a review so we can do this contest.
Just
for
saying. Yeah, because we're doing a contest. When we were at Pro Wrestling Blitz, I bought the Boone DVD.
Yeah.
So if you want this
Nearly there.
beautiful Boone the Bounty Hunter DVD, which, again, if you have not seen this movie, it is excellent. All you have to do is leave a review, and then you get entered into it automatically.
Yep.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm. What if someone wins who doesn't listen to the show anymore? That would be pretty hilarious.
That would be pretty funny.
Hey, we're contacting you because you won this contest.
How
about
also
listen
do
to
we...
your show?
we did not think this through. How do we contact them? Be like, this winner... What if their, like, or their Apple name is different than their, like, Twitter name?
Well, I think we announce it on the podcast, and then if
And on Twitter.
Yeah, and if
And
no
then-
one responds to it, then we're like,
then I keep the Boone DVD.
I think we try again. But sure.
But I want the Boone
we take
DVD.
one thing out of the prize package every time.
Technically, I reviewed the podcast, so I could win the Boone DVD.
You're right.
I reviewed it twice. I'm a ringer.
Ooh, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm the first person to review it
Uh-huh.
because I have no shame.
Nope.
If you ever go on Instagram, I wait until if I'm like, especially for my burlesque company. I don't do it for my own photos, but for like my burlesque company, I wait until there's like enough likes that you can't see my name in the likes, and then I always like it just to add another thing. What? It's helpful for like SEO and bullshit.
I love it. I think it's great.
No shame. I like my own shit, or else I want to do my shit.
I mean, doesn't it show the people...
If you click on it, but it only shows like a couple names.
Yeah, but doesn't it show the people that you follow first? So that people...
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
I think people who follow you...
Whatever,
then would
I
see
like
that.
everything.
That's all right.
But it'll be like Plan 9 Burlesque likes Plan 9 Burlesque's photo.
Yeah, whatever. There are many of you. It could be any one of you.
That's true. We all love it. I'm the only one that's on that Instagram. That's not true. Bobby is too. Anyways, like our show. This is our show.
Yeah.
It's under an hour and a half this time. That's
Oh,
a miracle.
shit. Yeah, right. Happy 2 years.
Woo!
Woohoo!
You can find us on the internet. I'm at Stella_Cheeks.
I'm at Urgency.
You can find us on Tumblr at notyourdemographic.tumblr.com.
You can send us some emails. Thank you for sending us some emails. And notyourdemo@gmail.com.
So ridiculous. And you can find us on iTunes, where you should rate, review, and subscribe.
All
Please. Also share. Tell your friends. Boost some listens. Grow the community.
God.
All right. Oh, also remember, always use the hashtag #NotYourDemoPod, because we don't have a Twitter because we're lazy.
Yep, that's right.
You get 2 Twitters that are super active and fun.
Mm-hmm.
You could have 3, but one of them would suck.
One of them would suck a lot. So forget it. We're not doing
Choice
that.
we made. It was the right choice.
Mm-hmm.
Get on board.
It's our 2-year anniversary. At our 1-year anniversary, we changed our sign-off. Do we want to change our sign-off again?
No.
All right, that's fine. I
This
don't
is such a-
remember what our original sign-off was.
It was peace, you jabronis.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I fucking totally forgot about that.
Demis.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta pick a different room.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. We got paper, yes we do. Wide ruled notebooks, pencils, glue. We got crayons, every hue. School supplies for your whole crew. Target's got everything you need to ready, set, go back to school. Ready? Okay. We got paper, yes we do. Wide ruled notebooks, pencils, glue. We got crayons every hue. School supplies for your whole crew. Target's got everything you need to ready, set, go back to school.